So it's been a minute since I have recorded a vlog, and I just got done posting several Christmas classics, and I really like those because I believe that it makes it feel more like Christmas to watch these nostalgic cartoons, and they just really just don't make anything like that these days. And I had a couple people ask me about the net neutrality, and I did comment back, and this is probably a good time to say I'm not solo in my vehicle right now. I have my oldest child with me, who is a college student. Another reason why I'm not uploading regularly, because, you know, holidays, just busy. But if he wants to interject, he can, but he doesn't have to. So if you do hear someone saying something, that would be him.
Yeah.
So the net neutrality thing, here's what I'm going to say, and I do believe that I have somewhat of an idea about what it is. And generally speaking, anything that the government has their claws on, do I really need to say that? Anything the government has their claws on is not going to be more efficient. And if you really want to know the truth of it, whatever they happen to name it, in this case net neutrality, you can pretty much take it and you can pretty much reverse what that meaning is to actually get a better understanding of what they're going to do. And if you need anything to base that on, just base it on history. Base it on what we already know. Homeland Security, okay? The Environmental Protection Agency. Like, these agencies, whatever it is they profess that they're going to do, you can pretty much just reverse that, okay? Also, for the net neutrality quote, this is something that the previous president, Obama, had ushered in. And personally, there is nothing that he would have put his signature on that I find, you know, would have been in any way, shape, or form good for the American people, period. So no, talk to me in a year, let's see how it really changes. I don't, everyone's up in arms about, oh, you know, listen, and then people are blaming Trump, you know. If I can, I will put a link to the one person on the FCC who was talking, what is his name, Ajit? Okay, so yeah, it's pretty much, can you trust him? Probably not. What can you trust? Well, I guess we have to wait and see. You know, we just have to wait and see. So that's all about net neutrality. What else is going on? Okay, so all of the, you know, I'm trying to not immerse myself too much in all of the news that keeps coming out. I mean, and there's so much. My favorite new person has to be Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan, who has just been, you know, the bulldog in Congress right now. You know, and Trey Gowdy, who's been that way, but, you know, not like Trey. But Trey has really just disappointed me in so many regards. Maybe it's not just his fault. Maybe he only has so much power. Like, these Congress people only have so much power. To be honest, I don't give two shits about, you know, how nice it's displayed. I want action. I want shit done. You know, all of this stuff that's coming out about the DNC and Hillary Clinton and the fucking FBI and everything that they've done to pay money for this fucking fake dossier and really commit treason. You know, there are fucking laws, like federal statutes, that will claim that what these people have done is treasonous. It's sedition. They have falsified information. These people, I mean, same thing. I don't care that Roy Moore lost. I had no leg in that race. But still, you have these women that come out there and make false claims, false accusations, and then it's kind of like when this dust settles, nobody does anything. What the fuck is that? Why aren't people held accountable? If you're going to fucking lie and you're going to sit there and make a federal case, look how many tax dollars. Are they even responsible to pay back the fucking money that it costs to pay all these people with their suits and ties to sit there and fucking talk about it? Because you know what? That costs money. It's time. These people sit around for months and months and months.
Who's going to hold them accountable?
Exactly. Thank you. Who's going to hold them accountable? Well, now.
You have an auditing system?
Well, Tracy Beans. Hey, Tracy. I don't know if you watch any of my shit here, but listen, I am all with you, girl. She posted something out there that said 90 days, I think it was 90 days she gave it, to see about any arrests or any indictments, And then if not, fucking let us just go march at Washington. I have already told my family, I will shut down the fucking business. I will do whatever it is. I will show up. Because I'm just done. We have to do something. In some ways, I think that President Trump only has so much power to do, you know, what he's going to do. But really, when it comes down to it, it is going to be we the people. It is going to be we the people who need to take some sort of action. You know, I am not calling for violence, okay? So let's just get that correct.
You know how you don't call for violence, but you have to initiate it. You have to do what Gandhi did. You have to piss people off so much that they do the violence, but it's not your fault.
Well, you know.
But it's non-violent protesting because it leads to violence.
You know, things lead to violence, and you know, I'm not a violent person. What was my most favorite haiku that I wrote was that, and I have to, and I don't like to say it off the cuff, but it was about me not being a violent person, so please don't make me shoot you. Yeah. But I'm gonna have to look in to see what Tracy's writing. Again, I've been a little bit busy, so I haven't been really keeping up with that, and I really don't keep up with all the Q stuff. That's just not my thing. But yes, I'm all for taking action, because there's got to be some sort of give point. You know, people are like, oh, you know, there's some buzz about Trump firing Mueller now, and people are talking about Jeff Sessions. Sessions has really, you know, I want to sit here and think that somehow in the backdrop he's been some sort of mastermind, and they're all really working behind the scenes, and they're getting things done, you know, the 5D chess type thing, you know, that everybody was talking about before, 5D chess. I'd love to believe that, but I need to see actions. I can't just go on and blindly think that this is happening, because you know what I think back about? I think back about Comey. I think how I hear Jeanine Pirro in my head, Judge Jeanine, talking about how Comey's a straight shooter. And I don't know about anybody else, but I sat back and I let Comey do what Comey was doing at first, because I really wanted to fucking believe that that man had some moral fortitude. And this was before I did a lot of back research into just how fucking corrupt he is. And of course, once you start digging, it's just you unearth the fucking fire anthill, and you see. And I am just so not interested in doing that again with anybody else in Congress. You know, I'm not. So Sessions hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything productive, as far as I can see. And I know people are like, I've had people say, if you're against Sessions, you're against Trump. You know, I don't fucking buy all that bullshit. I don't. I think that people need to do their fucking job. And what about Pompeo? Where the fuck has he been? Haven't heard a thing about him. Haven't heard anything about him. There have been some people that have been appointed that, I mean, do they all just get their upcomings about where are they? What are they doing? Why are any of these motherfuckers getting a paycheck? Why? Why are they continuing? Nothing's happening. Seriously, if you go and order a fucking meal, and you're sitting at the restaurant, and they never fucking bring it to you, and then suddenly they bring you the fucking check, are you going to pay them? Are you? Because that is basically what it is. We're sitting at the table, and, you know, everyone's bustling around doing stuff, but there ain't any fucking food coming out, you know?
Well, what food is supposed to be coming out?
What food is
Like,
I don't know. I don't have it planned. I don't have it mapped out that far.
I don't think they have a plan either, and that's why nothing's happening. But you don't.
So I'm trying, and so, yeah, so my family, we have different political opinions and so forth, but, you know, I think my oldest child and I probably have some of the same opinions, maybe not. He tries to be apolitical, but...
I just like how Donald Trump was elected just for headlines. I'm really disappointed that there aren't any, like, better memes involving Donald Trump.
Yeah, see, obviously you know from him making that statement that he's just not in the right circle of everything, because there are so many out there.
What? You're saying there's no effect from anything, so, like, at that point, you just gotta hope for, like...
I'm not talking about entertainment. I'm talking about, like, real hard things that are supposed to be happening and shifting. And I do understand that things take time. I do not expect everything to happen overnight. But it is amazing how days turn to weeks, and weeks turn to months, and months turn to years, and we are 1 year down, and we still have all these motherfuckers riding around blaming Trump with his fucking collusion with Russia, which there wasn't any, and not only wasn't there any,
on my First Amendment rights.
Yeah. Oh, I am so thankful that my children are not. Well, of course, if you guys have been listening and following along at any point, you guys would absolutely know I